everybody, this is Lack and I'm here today to do another tutorial. And how you may see by the title, this is a Star Wars FanArt. Like I said in my previous video, I wanted to do a series of painting and a lot of desert would be involved in it. And this is it, I wanted to do a series about Tatooine, specifically about Star Wars Episode 4. Simply because it is my favorite movie of the franchise and to warm up to the new movie Rogue One. But the link that has between the two movies is just coincidence. It has been built inside me, that idea of doing a series about Tatooine, since a few months ago. I was going to do it on Twitch TV because I was doing some live streams, but my schedule has been crazy and I haven't had time to do live streams. And because of that, I decided to focus more on YouTube. So I transferred this idea to do it here. My first fan art on this theme was on Twitch TV. If you want to see it, you can go on my Instagram. It is there. But the live stream is long gone. That one I painted a scene of R2-D2 on the desert that was really cute. And I really liked the painting at that time. But I want to redo it. So spoiler alert, it is going to be the last painting I'm doing for this series. Right now I'm doing an expectation of being in a series of 5 paintings, all of episode 4. I don't know how my mood is going to be in the future, maybe I'm going to add some from episode 6 too. But right now I can't promise anything. So going to this painting I'm doing in this video, it's a really famous one and one of my favorite. I don't know if it's just me, but every time I see Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru's house, I have a nostalgic feeling of my childhood, of being that relative place on the country you go on vacation, that is your favorite place in the whole world. Every time I watch Star Wars Episode 4 and shows Uncle Owen's and Aunt Beru's house, I want to yell, Uncle Owen, Aunt Beru, Hisashiburi! Translation of Japanese. It's been a long time, but it's more cool in Japanese. And how this scene is so much iconic, I want to paint it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know that looks about to come out in the scene from the hole in the ground that's actually the door. But I let Luke out of this picture because me, humans proportion are not friends. So for me to do the painting, it was really hard. This is actually the 4th one I do. The first one, it didn't go well. The same color looked like puke. It was too yellow to my taste. So how it has not been something new for me having to redo my paintings, I decided to do samples before doing the actual painting because I was wasting my good paper and they are expensive. So I started making little samples of it, and after my first painting didn't go well, I tried to redo on a sample and it didn't work, and I redid it again and I like it. And after I decided the colors and the proportions and how I wanted to make the textures, I painted a big one, and it is not 100% still, but it's acceptable. You know by my last video that I'm very picky about my paintings. I think every artist or trying to be artists like me are. We are very critical with ourselves. I had a real problem in this painting about the sky. I wanted it to be 2 things. I wanted it to be very intense and I wanted it to be flat. I got the intense part, but I couldn't get the flat part right. I decided to go with it and make a crazy weird sky. We are talking about another planet, okay? So it's acceptable. It's not the typical of the movie, but it has to do. Sorry. I end up liking it a lot, the sky actually. The colors are really intense the way I wanted. They are ultramarine blue, and Crimson Lake. I decided to make a really big contrast between them, and the two suns, one is orange and the other one is almost white with a little glaze of orange as well, because it has on the movie. It's not very noticeable, but it's there. Contrast would be really important in this painting. I wanted to have contrast between the sky and the ground, and in the ground how it would be really monochromatic. I have to add contrast to make a difference and make this paint work. Basically, it's 3 shades of almost the same mix of colors. The base that all of them have is red-brown and ultramarine blue. The lighter mix has red brown, yellow ochre, and ultramarine blue. The warm tone and a little bit darker have red brown, burnt umber, and ultramarine. And the darkest one has the same mix of the before, but more ultramarine. And I had again to do with layers to get the contrast I wanted. One thing that I have been getting on the paintings I'm doing now is that the sequel that I do things are very important. First, I do the background, and after what is in front of it in sequence. The ones that is nearest is the last one I do. Because I don't know, to me it looks like it's being put on right, and if I do any other way around, it looks like something's wrong. I don't know the technicals. I'm just telling you what it seems to me. What I'm more happy about these paintings is the feeling that it gets me when I look at it. The ones I did before, none of them had it. I look at it and I didn't feel connected, and in this one I do. I'm not super fan of Star Wars. I think I'm as much as a fan as the next person. I don't buy memorabilia, and I'm not a lot of crazy fanatic like so many people are. Not to say it's a bad thing, it's awesome. I have a friend who's crazy about Star Wars, and his rooms has a lot of posters and action figures and a lot of things, and he has all the movies and etc. But well, I think I'm not just capable of being this crazy fan about anything. I like a lot of things, but I cannot say that I'm a crazy fan about anything at all. But I really like Star Wars. I prefer you to Star Trek. Sorry for the Trek people out there, please don't hate me. Anyway, I love to discuss theories, and I'm very strict about a lot of opinions about Star Wars. Not getting into details, but let's get it clear. I'm total pro Jedi. I hate the Sith, don't talk to me about the Sith, and I don't understand why people like Sith so much. They are the bad guys, for God's sake. So I'm always cheating for the light side of the Force. I love Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's my favorite character of Star Wars, and I respect the hell out of Master Yoda. I don't want to say much more because I don't want to start a fight in the comments. A lot of people like a lot of things that I hate, so I better stay quiet, okay? But anyway, I'm really excited about Rogue One. Me and my friends are going to try to go to the first section, and we will probably talk about it for the next 6 months or so. And I hope it to be a good one, because my friends and me, we are really movie fanatics. We go to the movies almost every week, and we have a lot of opinion about a lot of movies, and we are a little bit critics wannabe, very bad ones, but okay. We like to criticize everything about the movie, can from acting, directing, photography, soundtrack, all that shit. And we'll be doing with Rogue One the same, and I expect it to be on my top 10 list of the best movies of the year. I think Disney has a good thing in their hands, and they have the capacity of doing an amazing job. They can do amazing movies. Lion King is number 2 on my list of the best movie of all times. Sorry to say guys, but from Star Wars, none of them are. But I still like them a lot. I don't know, I just have movies I like more. Like Lord of the Rings, it's my first one. And Giant, it's my third one. And you still have Terminator 2 and the first Die Hard on it too. I'm not saying the sequel anymore, but well, it is a talk for another time. Let's talk about the painting. In my first tryouts, the one that I didn't get right, I did the things, I don't know what it is, but these boxes, things that look like electronics, in the same colors I did the sand, and I didn't get much contrast out of it, so it was the first time I did the dark mix was to do these things. I don't know what it is. And I like the result of it. In the other one, I keep forgetting put on the black screws and the darker details, and it looked really weird. And like always, I had problems too doing the shadow, but it ended up looking good. In this video, the shadow looks really light, but in real life, it is in the right proportion, I think. The other things that I wanted to pay attention of doing was the paraphernalia on the ground. I wanted it to have contrast, but I wanted it to look as all too. So I did the same technique for our feet, and basically the same color, trying to still doing contrast between them. So it would look like separate things, but it's still all. And for last, the texture on the sand. I really thought about letting it flat the way it was and really simple, but I didn't think it would give much contrast because actually the scene is on twilight, and if I let it flat and very light the way it wasn't giving this message. I don't think it looked twilight 100%, but the texture I did in the sand, it helped a bit. To get this feeling of night or going to night. One point that I couldn't do but I didn't is that in the movie, on the horizontal line, there is a little bit of green. I didn't want to do that, it would add a lot, so I choose to do the texture on the sand and let this other part out. I think it worked. What do you think? I debated with myself a lot of how much faithful I would be to the scene in the movie. I wanted to be a lot faithful. But in the end, what's most important, I think, is the feeling that the painting gives you. And like I said, the ones I did before didn't have the connection. When I look at it, didn't have the feeling of appreciation. It was just a painting. This one did, and much of it is because of the changes I did. So in the end, when you are doing something that you want to be faithful to, think about first what this painting makes you feel, and if the changes you want to do, it's the important part to make you feel connected with it. Maybe the changes are a good thing you're doing. Like it was to me when I was painting this scene. It ended up being something I can be proud of. And this is a good thing. While you enjoy me putting texture on the painting, I'm going to say a few things. First, to apologize for the not very good audio. I'm still getting used to edit and to record my voice, so I cannot sit still, and that makes my voice sound in different volumes because my head keeps going around and I go back and go down, and it is not good. But at least it's better than my last video, that one I was having problems with my microphone and it shows. Second, for my head ain't popping every time I was recording this video. I have to get used to paint with more distance. I'm used to paint really near the painting and right too, and I have to break this habit to film on YouTube because it looks really weird. But I'm paying attention in these issues and I will do my best to work it out and do quality videos for you guys. So expect improvement, okay? You will not have to see my ugly head in other videos, I hope. So this is it. This is my first fan art about Tatooine and it will be 4 more, so stay tuned. So like my video and subscribe to my channel to be posted for more. Thank you for watching. Bye bye!